I was saying, you guys lift off on Thunderstaff Street after having caught a gazer in a sack that had once held rotten potatoes. And then, if I remember right, you guys took it back to the precinct
Yeah.
near
Yep.
Zontil Street.
Whoever asked for it, basically.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you guys were paid, if I remember right, did I say it was 50 gold for the catcher of the
50.
gazer?
Alive, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys got the 50 gold from that. And it's kind of getting late because you guys have spent all day between searching for this gazer and dealing with the thug who almost destroyed poor Rava.
Yeah, we put Rava on a manure cart to get her back where she'd be taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a hard day.
Really has.
But man, was that street sweep happy about getting some extra funds for delivering
Look,
human cargo that was alive.
actually, yeah, I shouldn't have asked too many questions about a man who has a night saw wagon in Waterdeep. How many people he's helped leave the city, one way or the other. Oh, well, that went to a dark place. Wonderful. So I guess we'll all probably meet up back at the tavern.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Going back to Troll Skull Manor, or are you going to an actual tavern that is currently functional?
I think as much as Rava might appreciate being taken immediately somewhere she can get a drink, taken somewhere she can actually be like laid down and given maybe some medical attention is probably a smarter idea.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Is this troll skull full of... Isn't that still
mold
full
and
of moldy... Yeah.
mold and insects? Yep. Nope, you're not wrong.
Yeah, medicinal mold.
You have it.
Mold's good here. Like the root, it's like the building's just full of penicillin.
I'm really not happy with any of this right now.
Just lick the walls, Rava. Lick the walls.
No. I'm not gonna.
Used to be cool.
Oh, I mean, look, I will go back to being cool when my head is firmly back on my shoulders.
Oh, all right. Well, for now, I think you just need to get yourself some rest.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably something I should have figured earlier.
Uh-huh.
I should really.
I'm working on it. I'm working on.
She just kind of slumps on the one rickety wooden stool that still remains on the tap room. Just head leaning up against the bar.
God's sake. Yeah, if there's anything left in like the master bedroom, if there's a mattress or anything.
It looks like there's some really like straw that's just well past its use by date.
Ugh. Actually, no, I was going to say I've got an explorer's pack because that's got a bedroll in it.
Probably. Yeah.
Nal will just set that up on like a table then on the first floor and just put her on it. It smells incredibly strongly of Knoll, but it's otherwise much nicer than anything else.
And much softer than the floor.
Yeah, that's mostly because he shed quite a lot into it, so there's a lot of extra padding.
Honestly, Rava's considering just pitching a tent out front, sleeping on the
Or
Or
lawn.
Marza.
Hmm?
Marza, you mean?
Yes, sorry, Marza. Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah, Marza is considering just setting up a tent out front on the lawn. It might actually be less.
Actually, since the other party was able to get the thing done really quickly, that means me and
The two of us aren't going to be here for a while.
yeah, basically
technically.
it's the same. Me and Veneris are probably going to be not in the scene at all because we're still busy running in circles looking for the stupid thing.
That is true.
There's a yakety sack somewhere in the distance.
Mhm.
And then making
Basically.
sure we get away relatively clean. Emphasis on relatively.
You're pretty sure you've spotted that kobold tailing you, but you eventually lost him.
Just want to be clear, because I remember this question coming up previously. Does Rava sleep or meditate like elves do in the core rulebook?
It depends on if she is intoxicated or not.
If she's intoxicated, yes. If not,
If
no.
she's intoxicated, then yes. Her trance looks more like being unconscious. Otherwise, no. She does do the sort of like meditation trance-like state, which she more or less is doing now.
Just face down on in a
I mean, yeah.
bedroll.
I mean, like in the recovery position.
Pretty
Like,
much.
I was going to say, like, Niall's got 6 points in medicine. He knows how to put someone on the floor when they're unconscious. The amount of people who drank themselves blackout drunk at the lumber mill was probably fairly high.
Mhm.
Yeah, Niall's probably actually going to nip out and maybe get some food. I mean, I don't know mechanically how this makes sense, but just
Well,
it's
there's a
that.
tavern down the road.
Yeah, it's that we ought to take out. Oh my god, what kind of takeout would there be in Waterdeep?
That's a good question.
Is Waterdeep weird mix of medieval and modern setting invented takeout yet?
I mean, considering it's it's a semi-anarcho-capitalist paradise, almost certainly. It's more a case of how it gets to you.
I think part of the whole takeout is people wealthy enough to get takeout send their servant to go get food.
Mm.
And that is takeout.
Well, there's no warlock with his enchanted kangaroos. No Deliveroo.
That is the.
don't encourage me, please.
I was
So-
just gonna say that his only sets of kangaroos haven't reproduced enough yet, so he just has them inside of his menagerie, waiting for more of them to be born.
It's a loss-leading business enterprise, but once it takes off, you wait.
Uh-huh. I mean, delivery basically requires a certain amount of disposable food containers / cutlery to.
No, I mean, early takeaway food was like in palm leaves and stuff, so it didn't have to be.
On top of that, I don't know about, but I'm pretty sure the basic adventurers kit actually used to come with a set of like wooden cutlery you took with you.
Mm.
I might be getting my Warhammer Fantasy roleplay mixed up with this though. So
Also, I'm just going to say right now, does this strike anyone as the party that doesn't eat with their fingers? Maybe they do. Maybe I'm judging. Maybe I'm expecting too little of these people.
Probably, yes.
In my mind, 10-4 is just looking at food.
No, but I think Temple can actually eat food. If,
I can't.
it's
Tempo can't eat food,
produce.
and he can enjoy it. It's just if it's nasty food, he can turn off his taste receptors and don't care about it.
So we can tell when it's bad because Temple makes exaggerated. This sure is good.
Yes.
noises.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Okay.
Since he doesn't care about diseases or anything like that, so it's perfectly fine for him to eat even things that are watching like crazy.
Just standing over food for like hours, just smelling it. It's like, you don't understand. You must appreciate your food in all of its forms.
Please don't freebase your food. So yeah, yeah. I think at this point we're probably just waiting for the other two to get back so we can hand the money over and start work on that.
So you go out and get some food.
Yeah, go to a hobgoblin place down the road.
He just has a giant wok. And there's like poultry he's frying in it with grain-based noodles.
Yeah, that's there's just a bucket of soy sauce.
That implies that Waterdeep has access to soybean, which is
He calls it soy sauce. It's dark and semi-liquid.
so it's
We found
Yeah,
it in
that's soy sauce.
Undermountain.
It might be heavily salted axle grease for all we know.
Oh, I was thinking fermented horsehair.
Oh,
I mean, let's be fair. Gnarl of all people would probably know what fermented axle grease tastes like.
Don't knock it till you tried it. As I said before, enough lubrication helps everything.
Oh, no. The sauce is okay as long as you don't leave it out of the overnight. Otherwise, it tries to get away.
Oh no!
We've had it.
It's an extremely weak gelatinous ooze. We flavored it. It's like a sourdough culture. You just grow it and then you trim some off and serve it.
Oh, God.
Oh. Anyway,
I'm sorry, I just make food unappealing.
So, by the way, has anybody read the manga Delicious in Dungeon?
No, I don't think I have.
no, I have not.
The entire premise is a group of adventurers goes into a dungeon without provisions, so they just eat their way through it.
That sounds amazing.
That sounds hilarious and absolutely horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Did it at least start off okay, or did it start off extremely nasty right away?
Well, the thing is, it's like the point isn't to be like a gross out manga. It's like, what if food manga meets dungeon manga?
So like they're legitimately cooking the monsters, but it's still the fact that it's the monsters that's the funny thing.
Yeah.
So
like,
it's not destroying skeletons and being like, oh, bone stock.
yeah, or
My soup will be delicious.
huge scorpion and walking mushroom hot pot.
That sounds hilarious.
I know that there's actually a D&D podcast running a campaign called Monster Gourmet, Fantastic Beasts and How to Eat Them. Anyways, let's continue.
So you eventually all meet up with your now increased resources, and let's see. Then between Marza giving you that 19 gold, you have the 250, correct?
Yes.
Are you including both quest rewards or not?
Yes.
I thought that was the plan.
I thought only one. I wasn't sure if it's one or both. That's why I want to double check.
No, I added the 60 gold at the end of last session. I remember that much at least.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yes, you now have the 250 gold, which is probably for the best because you're going to need that to pay off. Why am I forgetting the name of Broxley?
Yeah, that's the.
Broxley Bearkettle.
Yep.
The halfling who was getting your paperwork lined up and promised to bring people in to take a look at Trollskull Manor.
Give us their
See
estimates
what-
and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we get back to the Truskull Manor, and it's like, wow, that was an eventful day. Good thing neither of us got hurt, and we're all okay.
Yeah. What happened to you? What happened to Rafa?
Turned out that guy we needed to grab.
I almost got my head taken off for 10 dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was stupid and I hate it. She goes back to meditating.
Mm.
Which is to say, lying down, drooling on a bedroll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or does she want some alcohol, actual alcohol kind of thing?
Are you going to offer her?
Nala's going to categorically just step in front of Denfor and go, "You're not giving someone with a concussion alcohol."
Not with that attitude, you're not.
Listen, I will bleed on your fist if that is what it takes to stop you.
Is alcohol bad for organics when they have what you call a concussion?
And Nal rattles off some explanations of how blood thinners while someone might have a brain injury is not a good idea.
Probably not.
Fair enough.
Although this will have the knock-on effect of risking having a hangover.
Oh no, she hasn't had one of those in years.
She really hasn't.
The accumulated hangover could theoretically just make her catch fire.
To quote Archer, I'm terrified of going sober because I'm worried the cumulative hangover will probably kill me.
I'm having to ease off. Just slowly back my way out of it.
Yeah. Anyways, I think we got the 250 gold to at least cover the
Okay.
starter fee.
Well, that's
Just
you guys. Let's see how much they're going to charge us for everything else. Then I guess going to official channels. I don't think it can cost us a lot more before we can actually use this place as a place of business too, though. So we probably need to look into other sources of income.
Yeah, we're gonna. If this is gonna cost a lot of money to sink into, we need something substantial.
Yeah. But no use worrying about that tonight. Go and talk to the fellowship tomorrow. I can turn in my money, finish the paperwork, and we'll go from there.
Very good. Then I'm going to be here. You prod me tomorrow, or make a noise or something, so I can so I know to go with you.
Can do.
Sounds like a plan.
And with that, we will cut to the next day.
Woo! Long rest.
Rest. Actually,
Probably the easiest.
is there any way?
Does
Can
a
we-
long rest? How much does that give you back?
That gives you all of your health back.
Oh, okay.
Recharges any daily abilities.
Refreshes your hit dice, doesn't
And
it?
how much is a short rest? And can I use the rest of the night as time to keep on crafting alcohol?
Short rest is, I want to say, an hour. Let me pull up.
I think it is. I think it's
That sounds
enough
alright.
to catch your breath.
Yeah. Rest.
A short rest is a period of downtime, at least 1 hour long. According to the Roll20 compendium for 5e.
Hmm.
So if I were to use my brewing skill, what stat would you say I use it to try and keep on crafting alcohol during the night while everyone else sleeps?
I would make you roll your crafting set
With
for
what
the brewing supplies with a
which
d20
stat though?
and give you the advantage.
Dex or wisdom? I mean, that kind of thing.
Probably intelligence.
That's giving me the prompt.
Let's
Okay.
see, 10 to 4. Character sheets.
Trying to click brewing, but it's not seeming to roll.
Attribute query.
Oh, there it is. I see it now. There. Intelligence. 20.
Okay. How much were you spending on that?
I'll say I spent.
Because you have to have the supplies in order to do that.
Yeah. But I'm saying I want to try and do one quick one, so I guess half
And
day.
you
So
could spend.
what? Two and a half gold to make a 5 gold's worth of gold, so I can do it in one night, kind of thing.
Okay.
I know that we're just using the crafting rules as is, but I'd like to point out that you cannot make alcohol in less than.
I am aware.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
well aware that it takes weeks.
Yeah, I'm just like.
Oh, okay. No, I'll just say I'll start the process and I do it every night instead. Then John, okay? I'll use the full 5 gold and just saying this is started and I've dump more every free night I have.
The barrel that is securely installed into your chest is slowly percolating.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I use that 5 gold for that, so I'm 44, and I'm starting my brewing process.
Mm-hmm. You get it ready, you fire it up, and now you just need to leave your bottles where they can ferment properly.
Yes, from in the heat of combat.
Which
Yeah.
is about as much as I know about whatever beer.
I don't know
Mormon
much
that I
either.
am.
I'm just having fun. I just want to have fun making a beer bot.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand, you mix ingredients and then seal them, and then later beer comes out.
I'm pretty sure there's some heating involved too, John. I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
there's some
know.
fire. I'm pretty sure there's some fire involved.
I mean, maybe.
Either way, the mixing and the fire part happened, and now he just needs to wait a week or 2. It'll be done in a month. Okay, so that's what 10-4 does overnight. Everyone else is resting then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you guys wake up. I imagine you guys went upstairs, or did you all just sleep in a tent outside or in the tap room? I'm curious about what you did decide to do for sleeping arrangements.
Probably tent outside.
Yeah. Just kind of trancing off in that tent.
Okay.
Noel actually probably does actually check out the straw in the bedroom upstairs just to see if it triggers any spooky, ghosty stuff.
Yeah, Ben probably does a little bit of exploring too, but he'll get
You
his rest.
thought it was moving, but then you realized that was beetles.
Hey, midnight snack. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Delicious.
Hey, look, it's just protein.
But yeah, you do not see this ghost leaf. But soon enough, the next day arrives, and you find yourselves still within Trollskull Manor. You do have plans for today. At least some of you do. Ven's going to go out. What is everyone else doing?
Apparently, Rava wants to come with me, so
Was there anything else that was going to be happening? Like,
You guys can go out, or you can here. Let me move the map. You can go check on various people that you've met before. You can do whatever you feel like. You can go tell Volo he's a dick for
yes.
selling you the scrap.
You know, actually, Rav is not going to be joining Ben here. She feels better after this, right?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, she did commit to it. She did say that she was going to join Ben, so why not? She's kind of curious about this businessy shit.
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't help that like Ven assumed. She said, "Wake me up when you're going."
Wake me up before you go.
Yeah. And like he just assumed that her not wanting to go was her being tired and just not wanting to get out of bed, so we just kept prodding her to come with him.
I mean, like, she was just meditating and she was like kind of trancing out in the tent outside. And like as soon as you open the tent, like she just opens her eyes.
All right, yeah.
Oh wow, it's morning already.
Yep.
Oh wow. Oh, my head feels so much better. I'm gonna have to thank Gnarl for that one later. So we have to do some business.
Yeah, we gotta go get this delivered to the Fellowship of Innkeepers, and then he'll finish the paperwork for us, get it all filed, and bring over the guild people to give us their estimates on what we need to do, and yeah, figure out how much money we need from there, and
All right, sounds good.
and onwards to the Fellowship of the Fellowship of Innkeepers.
She does explain at one point the reason for her interest is that my dad seems so very kind of overjoyed when I told him about what we were doing. So maybe I should probably know something about it. I want to feel guilty otherwise.
I mean, you do you, but just because he's happy doesn't mean he has your best interests in heart.
I mean, it's my father. I expect that he does have my best interests at heart. Why wouldn't he?
You'd be surprised. Especially with nobles, there's status involved. Fear of...
You haven't met my dad. He's a big oaf. It's my ma who is more the ruthless noble type.
As mothers are wont to do. I'm just saying. Maybe all due respect to you, maybe he's proud you're finally doing something like running a business or whatever, because he, at least part of him, was concerned that the whole partying and drugs would be a stain on the family reputation.
If he was worried about me being a stain on the family reputation, I don't think he would have brought me. I'm not from around here.
I guess you're right.
And my ma didn't want me to come with. So she shrugs.
Well, I'm glad you have family you trust at least, Rava. When you have that family you can trust, that family you can care about, all I'm trying to say is that trust can be hard to earn and is easily lost. And if you can hold on to someone that you trust that hard with and really think they care about you, you found something special.
Why do you think I'm out here? I don't want to look like a total jerk to my dad. He seemed rather overjoyed. Yeah, just keep on going with him.
I'll do
As
my
you guys
best not
are-
to disappoint.
As you're walking, you just start hearing yelling, and you hear pods clanging, and people are poking their heads up out of windows down the street.
Oh, that sounds like
And-
fun. What's going on?
Additionally, yelling and shouting,
Bonjour!
Oh God,
and
that
you
French.
just see a man running from you guys, like past you, shoulder checking you, and just running as fast as he can away from the noise.
Well, that doesn't seem good.
First things first, did he steal the money purse?
Not yours. You look, your money purse is just fine. But there's some red-faced people chasing after him.
Hmm. Hmm.
So this guy, I'm assuming, is running off with something.
Do I recognize this guy from the criminal underworld at all?
Give me an intelligence investigation check as you see his silhouette running away quickly
Alright.
at the moment you saw him.
What'd I get?
You got a 10. No, you do not.
Rav is like, she's considering if she gives a shit enough to stop this,
I think it's fair if you don't.
and she
they'll either catch him or they won't.
doesn't. She doesn't actually give a shit enough. She tries. She tries to muster up a single fuck,
404 fuck not found.
and she cannot find it.
Sadly, Ven does give a fuck. Like, how close is the angry mob?
They're like 30 feet away from you, so they'll have caught up to you and passed you by the end of next round.
And like, how
Oh
far? is
God,
that
we're into
guy?
rounds.
Mm-hmm. I think he's like a good 90 feet away now at this point as you're investigating and watching him go.
Guess who can run 90 feet around?
God damn it.
Where
Excuse me for a moment.
where are you going?
Hey,
Wait.
bud, where's the fire?
Where are you? Oh God!
Running. Well, failed the investigation, but managed to keep running. Let's roll this dice.
Rob is just like left in the dust, and she just stuffs her hands into her pockets and just kind of keeps moseying along. She just moseys along Venward, but like doesn't run.
Okay, she's following along just very slowly.
Yeah.
But I want to ask, do you even know where you're going?
Me?
Yeah.
Do I
Yeah.
know where I'm going? Following Ven. He's running. He's running with this dude, but like she cannot muster enough of a fuck to run.
No, I don't want anything to do with you. I'm sorry, I didn't do it. I didn't kill them. He's just continuing running as fast as possible.
Didn't kill who? What's going on?
The children, it just keeps trying to bolt.
Trip action.
And let's see, go ahead and roll that.
What would that be? Just like I have no idea how tripping works and
I think it's
I also need to get this
opposed dexterity.
character sheet up. Oh, I don't have that character sheet. Oh well, let's pull it up on Roll20. Just do everything from there. Not Roll20, D&D Beyond. Okay, I got his character sheet up.
this one is probably either opposed strength or opposed dexterity.
Uh,
Hopefully dexterity with weapon proficiency, since it's an attack type. It's like stabbing in the Achilles or something.
mhm. Let's see, tripping. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume this is shoving him prone,
I mean, I guess.
because I'm looking at grappling and then shove. So you either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you. So yeah, I'm gonna assume you're running and you're trying to knock him prone. So go ahead and give me an attack action. Yeah, either to knock it prone or push it away from you. So you're trying to knock him prone.
Okay. Attack action?
Yep. And that is a success. So you're using your dagger to stab him in the leg to like trip him?
Yeah.
Okay. He falls to the ground, but your dagger doesn't have any blood on it.
What?
What?
And he's just looking at his leg and then looking up at you. He's like, "No, I didn't maul them." And a mob of 10 angry coveters is arriving.
I'm going to like. I don't want to have to make a grapple check and make this more complicated, but I do kind of like want to grab him by the lapels and pick him up.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, how about you give me the details and the truth before I throw you to this angry mob?
Oh.
Because I like getting, because like, you know what? I was having a great day until you bumped into me, and now suddenly I, of my own free will, got involved in shenanigans. So, the thing is, shenanigans in the city usually end up getting me paid. So why don't we just figure out what's going on so I can at least try and help you?
Leave me be. It was them red-skinned reptile things that done 'em in. I tried to save them. And he's getting more agitated and more growly.
Oh god, am I
I think this is the point where the GM would normally hold up like a little bit of paper going, "You done fucked up."
pretty much?
But yeah, he's getting more agitated looking. His eyes are starting to dilate.
I'm gonna insight check
Go ahead and insight check.
just to see if no.
Oh no.
You know what? I'm gonna give this to you. You are holding him and thinking, what's this guy's deal? Why did he say something about mauling them? And oh god, your dagger. It didn't hurt it.
But I don't get whether he was telling the truth on not killing people or not.
No, you don't get that.
When you get the
might want to let
qualifier
him
of
go.
more.
Yeah, no, that's the plan now. Just gonna,
He's starting to stretch up.
I'm gonna let him go and say get going.
And he just books it down the street. And the mob is starting to yell at you now.
That's fine.
Making friends everywhere you go.
He's a monster.
Well, obviously, but why do you care?
Because he killed those poor children.
No, he didn't.
What children?
They're point back down the street towards an alley.
I didn't actually want an answer to that. I'm not going down there.
I can tell you right now.
Most of them just are already leaving.
Yeah. It's like,
Just a couple angry ones. They're chasing after this person.
if you want to go after him, that's your own business. Don't say I didn't warn you. There are kobolds in the city, though, and they're the ones that did those kids in.
And how you know? Says one particularly angry man.
Because I dealt with some last night, and there are more and more in the city trying to figure stuff out. And it backs up his testimony, too, and I can tell he's not lying. I'm good at that sort of thing. So if you don't mind me, I've got business to attend to, and don't need you murdering people on the streets. And just goes on. I can roll a persuade check, but I'm just going to start walking.
I mean, he's probably just going to spit on the ground in front of you. Just angry. But, no. So that happened. I just kind of wanted to see you grappling with a bear.
Fun time. I do kind of want to go, peek. I'm not good at investigating, but we've also got stuff to do.
But yeah, no. Just continuing on then.
In deference to what she said, Rava is going to investigate.
Oh, she is going to go?
Yeah.
In that case,
We do have shit to do, but she
dead children is dead children.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for dead children, then probably
I got
might
an
not have
8.
done anything.
God damn it.
Let's see if I can.
You did
Oh,
it.
nat 20.
Okay. So you guys
She goes towards the alley and then chickens out.
You do go towards the alley. You see what looks like a deeply despairing pair of parents, and you chicken out.
Yeah.
Then
okay.
you do decide to go down the alley.
I do put a comforting hand on Rava's shoulder as I go past. It's like, hey, stay out here. I think if you don't want to look at this, that's fine. I can.
She just
I've seen-
frowns and nods, like fully accepting that no, she does not actually want to go see that.
And yep, it's as bad as you thought it was. You do realize that the claw marks were much too narrow for what you would assume any
werebear.
kind of lycanthrope would be.
And of course, I would identify the red-skinned lizards probably as the kobolds, like we were dealing with the other night, right?
It was.
Yeah.
You see a sewer grate that's slightly ajar, so they probably snuck out of the sewers.
I as I investigate, I do let out a couple of cusses.
It looks like their clothing was stolen.
Oh no! No, this is to help their disguises. Yeah. I turn to the parents and I say, I know you're mourning, but I think I know who did this. I think I know why they did it.
Give us time to grieve. Don't talk about this in front of my wife.
I understand.
And it's about this time you see the guard running towards you down the road. So, yep, they're probably gonna quickly try and take care of this.
I will say, and especially if it's a guard that I recognize, like say from the warehouse raid, I'm going to stay and tell them what I know.
Okay.
Just like, hey, like I know that like I've been dealing with some stuff, and the Xanathar Guild has sent people in here, especially kobolds who are disguising as children.
Unfortunately, this is not those people, if only because those people predominantly work over in the dock ward,
Yeah,
and you guys are currently up in the north ward.
yeah. So either way, I just say like, hey, the Xanathar Guild probably did this. They have kobolds here trying to disguise as children. Keep an eye out for kobolds. They're chasing after a guy who might be a lycanthrope, but he tried to save these kids. He did not do this. I can tell. Though those claw marks are too narrow, and he himself said something about red-skinned lizard people, which only just makes it clearer that it's who I think it is.
And they will take your report before quickly getting you out of the way.
Yeah, no. And then, steps out and kind of brushes himself off a little bit and starts, checks on Rava. Hey, you ready to get going?
Aye, let's go. And
Luckily, you're not accosted or hear anything before you get to the shop.
do you have any idea who did it?
Xanathar Guild, kobolds. 10-4 and I encountered some last night when we were trying to get the gazer. So just keep an eye out for creepy looking children in masks that are probably actually lizard people.
Good to know.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
she just kind of goes quiet.
I'm not going to let them get away with this.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
then,
eventually get up to
Not a
the
little.
Fair Kettle Inn. And yeah, it's the same, what did I say, medium-sized inn that has a large portion of it for record keeping
Hmm.
in the back. And once again, you come in and there's a commotion. Broxley seems to be trying to get one of his kids to use a broom properly. No. That's... It's not a javelin!
Plus, it was a javelin. You'd want to choke up on it a little bit.
Don't help him!
I
No, not the fire!
personally think it is a javelin.
And yeah, just paternal bickering. Eventually, he shoos them out to the kitchen.
Like I said, Rava, do you really think dads know best? Just try and make his kid not use the javelin.
She shrugs. Like, she had perked up a little bit there with, like, a living kid,
Yeah.
but now that living kid is not in the room, and so she's gone back to being kind of morose.
Yes. Yesterday he was covering the wall in jelly. At least you got it cleaned up, though. That's why you're a good innkeeper.
Yes. But my toast has been a little bland this morning. So what can I do for you, Venarius?
Well, I brought the 250 as promised.
Really?
Yeah. Told you we just needed a little bit more time to get the money all in one place. And, puts the bag on the and you know what? Probably just to say it, it's probably not like a big bulging bag. We probably at some point turn it in for some like electrum or platinum or whatever is used.
Electrum is half as valuable as gold.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, we probably just got like 25 platinum or whatever to keep it small bills or whatever.
Mhm. He quickly removes it from the bag, puts them into stacks, and puts it on his scales, nods his head, and pulls out a hefty pile of paperwork. Right, so you're going to be opening up the... Let's see, Troll Skull Manor, back as a tavern. You don't really have the rooms, never have had the rooms to open it in. What are you going to call your establishment, or just keep the name?
Oh boy. I was going to actually just like spend all this time thinking up one. Now I can't.
Temporarily keep it as Troll Skull for now, and they wait until I get back to the rest of the team. To discuss
Why
it.
not? Why not just keep it as Troll Skull?
But like, you want to personalize it. You want to make it ours.
We're taking over this already established place. What's the point in rebranding? Especially if you're just gonna, if the goal is to just make it into what it once was.
I guess you're right.
We'll leave it for now as the Troll Skull Manor. Let's see here.
If we really want to rebrand it, we can always, I assume, come back and file a bit more paperwork.
It's true. Or, just change the side out front.
Oh, it's that easy.
It is. Let's be honest, most people will still call it the Troll Skull Manor, even if you rename it.
Probably.
Aye, so what is the point then?
Troll Skull Manor it is.
And let's see, we have this paperwork here for the, let's see, Council of Farmer Grocers. to make sure you have sufficient food. Let's see. This is the information for the Launderers Guild.
Laundering. Launderers, like, as in laundering? Money laundering?
No, to give you.
What is the Launderers Guild?
They clean clothing and sheets, and they give you linens.
Why not call it the Linens or Laundry Guild?
They're the launderers. They launder clothing.
Because it is the noun form of the verb laundry. No, wait, that's not how it works. No, I'm confused.
I don't like this. This is a weird.
Well,
This is a weird common tongue thing.
Just sign on the dotted line.
She does.
And yeah, he goes through a lot of paperwork for a lot of different guilds. And eventually he gives you a final verification in case anyone asks if you're an accredited member of the fellowship. So you have a fancy piece of paper now.
Just like hang it up like a Chamber of Commerce bill or something like that.
Pretty much.
Awesome.
And you're all set. Do you want me to come by later with the different guilds to check out your property?
Yes, please, as soon as possible, because yeah, we want to get this running ASAP.
Oh, I better go right now then.
Well, brace yourself, because the best we've done is cleaning out some old furniture and putting it in the yard.
Not even that. The best we've done is this, right here.
I mean, I don't think the best we've done is remove the remains of a swamp hag from the manor, but yeah, let's go with that.
No, you did mention that you were like, didn't we do an entire thing where you were like finding what we could salvage and removing what we couldn't? Like, you spent an entire day doing that. I remember that, Gnarl.
Was it one of those things you did huck an old crone's teeth into the yawning portal?
That was one of those things too.
Let's not think about what we do. Well, let's not think about the thing I did.
Let's not think about that MacGuffin that is now just clacking down in Undermount.
Clacking all by itself, which is the worst part.
Yeah.
Just those toy teeth.
I like the idea that of Gnarl, the anti-MacGuffin. It's like anytime he comes across an Infinity Stone, he just chucks it in a hole.
You just like, I just keep walking through the woods and finding swords poking out of stones, and I'm like, who leaves that there? So I snap it off and take it to a blacksmith. Hey, do you want a sword blank? Yeah, here you go.
I literally snap it off because, like, Gnarl is not the decided king of England or whatever, so...
Look, what we're saying is Nala is basically helping found constitutional democracies all over these kingdoms.
Yeah.
By destroying their provinces. There's one incredibly pissed off nymph in the lake somewhere going, is it that fucking Null again?
I'm pretty sure if you did that the first few times, all the things that spawned the properties will come hunting for your head.
Just a bunch of old men in robes like, that's it, the last time.
Some watery tot handing out swords.
That's no solid foundation for a leadership.
Oh.
Oh, Holy Grail. Bless
Good
you.
going, guys. We managed to make it 8 sessions without making a Monty Python reference.
No, I'm sure we had one earlier.
I think we might have snuck one in earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe a Spanish Inquisition, but I don't think we had a Holy Grail one.
I'm just imagining every sentient weapon that fears the name of Gnarl. Axelson.
I think if it went please no, Null probably wouldn't just snap it off.
It's like after the fourth or fifth sentient item he destroyed, they could just feel the the death on him. They're just like, oh no.
Like a million swords suddenly screaming out in pain and being silenced.
Mhm.
Anyway. God damn it. I wasn't even sure if Null was coming with these guys. I was thinking Moby's...
No, it was just these two.
Yeah.
I know.
So you were just talking to like the astral projection of Null, who's probably fallen down the stairs back at the manor, and you're just seeing his spirit form floating around.
There's another violent person just standing there waving at you.
Not again.
Just to let Gnarl know, I went onto fantasy name generators for inn names, and the Deep Hyena Pub was on there.
Ooh.
Nice. Although Deep Hyena does sound vaguely sexual.
I mean, yeah, but
Is that the selling point we're going for?
Just think about all those pseudo penises.
I'd rather not.
Fair enough. I'm gonna just
A day
pull
I
this
can
way.
get a day I can get through without thinking about pseudo penises is a day where I haven't done that.
okay.
Anyway.
Anyway, moving on.
Back to the rest of the party. What are you doing while they're signing lots of paperwork?
I guess go see if there's any other quests, the job board kind of thing, basically.
So you're gonna try and get Mars to take you back to the precinct office.
I thought there might be like a more general job board instead of having to go directly to the job board kind of thing, the inventory skill kind of thing. Is there something like that?
I guess you could go to one of the local taverns and see if they have a board with different requests on it. It'd just be a like normal. Can you do this type of thing though? Usually, mostly people looking for services go down to the market
Okay, I
if
just
they're
talked
looking
to
to hire
I
contract workers.
I'll talk to the rest of the party then first before going.
Yeah.
So-
So currently you have Mars and you have Gnarl.
So what do you guys want to do while the other two go fill out all the paperwork?
I mean, basically, we just need more seed money.
I know. So saying, do you want to go check over the precinct again, or do you have another spot where we can go check for any job offers?
I mean, I was thinking, wasn't there someone we talked to like a day or so ago who was talking about some fortune?
You mean the friend of Volo's person, his boy toy, that guy?
I think so.
The boy toy of the friend of Volo. I think.
I wave in the direction of the GM and go, help, I can't remember what my character might remember.
Floon. And then there was Renair who was telling you about how his father, the old open lord of Waterdeep, had stolen a small fortune in money from the city by appropriating funds to the point where he had 500,000 dragons, so 500,000 gold.
But he hasn't got access to it.
Yeah, he doesn't talk to his father, and he does not know anything about it. Apparently, both the Xanathar and the Zentrum, though, thought he did, so they were both trying to abduct him.
Yeah, now kind of recaps that. I
Mhm.
mean, if we want to make some money, and we want to make enough money to actually get this place off the ground, we can spend the next couple of months chipping away doing odd jobs. Or we can maybe go for something that could, you know, put a lot of weight in our coin purses, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's the kind of weight where you're gonna have to get a small wagon to carry said weight.
Exactly. You have to carry that weight.
Since 50 coins weighs about a pound.
That might work, but that could work. But that sounds like something that might be a long shot. So we should still have a backup plan. But that sounds like a good idea to at least get it running. Well,
Well,
at that point,
maybe I could go and find Renee and maybe ask if there's maybe an arrangement we could come to.
I think you mentioned something about ring or something, wasn't it?
Let's
Did he mention?
see. He didn't really say anything about a ring. He did mention a stone that his father had that got stolen. It's called the Stone of Glore. But yeah, you don't really remember much about it. You could probably talk to either Volo, or maybe you'd be lucky and he'd just be at the oh, why am I failing to? Let's pull out my map. See the yawning portal. There we are.
Please don't call it the Gape.
Nope, I will not. I have some class, not much, but some.
Thank you. Thank you for at least attempting to state you have some class. Yeah, I mean, I'll offer to go and just go to the portal and chat up Volo or Veneer if they're there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's at least sounds like a one way we can do it in one shot. But sure, let's go see if he has any further information.
What about Mars?
I guess she'll go with.
Okay. So you guys head out, and probably you could either do it the very poor man's way and just take the high road down over to the bottom portion of the castle ward, which a lot of people do. It's kind of a trek, but it won't take you more than half a day. Or you could decide to get cheap fare on one of the wagons.
I feel like this is a do you want a random encounter or not sort of thing.
No, I wouldn't do that to you. I would only just have pre-planned encounters.
Yeah, it's a nice day. We got a day to kill, mostly just getting shit taken care of. We can walk.
Yeah, sure. Let's walk.
Sure, why the hell not?
Walking
Okay.
away, going town, going fast, riding with my friends, or whatever that song's supposed to be.
So you guys go from Delzorin down the high road, past the precinct. Definitely past the faint clatter of yells that was coming down Solmore Street. And continue down until you get past the market. Around the market, though, you see a man dressed in very nice clothing of like a high quality servant just get one look at you, Darl, and come running.
Nigel kind of takes one step back, and his fist starts making an alarming bwee.
Oh, you're a big one. You can clearly help me out.
In what way?
Well, uh, uh, well, you see, I need help for the master of the house I work at.
And he
He's
needs.
very anxious, and he needs some strong, big-looking types like yourself, and you. And he points at Marza. And oh my, yes, you'll do nicely looking at 10-4.
The absolute unit that is 10-4.
10-4, the only one of us who actually has a higher strength score.
He's just looking at our stat blocks over our heads, and he's like, "Oh, low con. Oh, wow. Okay, that one's good.
Actually, my strength is not that high either. Just saying, John.
I know, but you're a tank."
You're a big robot
Comparatively,
people.
I have
I have
high
8
dex.
strength.
I have dex. I have 10 strength, so I'm only average in strength wise.
I'm just saying, we have a giant knoll, because all knolls are pretty big. They're at a minimum 6 feet. And we have a warforge, which is also pretty bulky and big.
Especially
Yeah.
mine. I'm extra bulky to fit in all the beer equipment.
And then we have somebody who looks like they part-time as a guard, because they do part-time as a guard.
That is true. That's fair. I will say Martha probably looks the most well armed of the three.
Yes, she does.
Also true.
I don't know what you were planning on doing, but if you'll just come down Trader's Way with me, we'll go to the manor and you can talk to my master. He has a small problem that a group like yourselves could easily make some coin taking care of.
Yeah. Niall's just gonna clap a hand on this guy's shoulder and just maybe do insight to see what this guy is fucking up to, because quite clearly he is trying not to say something.
I'm gonna roll inside as well, just because this guy is.
Go for it.
No.
Yes.
I just now just does like the Into the Spider-Verse palm on their shoulder. Hey. No, wait, that's flirting. Damn.
Gnarl, he is very, very nervous. This is shady as fuck.
I know, but that often pays very well.
As for 10-4, he seems very earnest about helping his master out. Otherwise, why would he come up to a knoll to ask it to do anything for him?
Why am I getting the more suspicious message, Ed? I vote higher. This is.
Well, no,
suspicious.
that means that the guy's actually legit.
Yeah.
Oh,
It means
Okay.
that Gnarl is expecting racism, and when he doesn't see it, he gets paranoid.
okay. For some reason, I was reading it somehow got opposite there. It's like saying, "Am I getting that's all okay?" And the Noel's getting.
Yes, I'm telling
Everyone-
you. I'm telling you that with your insight, this is on the up and up.
Okay.
Gnarl knows that this is not on the up and up.
The problem being, Niall's like, sweet, that means it'll pay more.
So, what kind of help does your master require?
There's been an odd occurrence at some land dedicated to his family, and he really, really needs to get it taken care of. Come this way, and he'll lead you down the street. Eventually, you meet his master, one Edwin Coldren. Let me just put this into the chat.
Oh, he's got that big cauldron
Generators.
money.
He does have that big cauldron money.
He's got that
Cauldron's
patent
full
on
of
the
it.
cauldron. Before that, people were boiling stuff in barrels and wondering why they caught fire.
Let's be fair, they were boiling it in stumps.
Oh,
The stump waters just could never recover after the cauldrons came around. So, yes, I need your assistance with, and this is going to have to be delicate. You see, I was out with my wife the other day visiting the family crypt to deliver flowers in the City of the Dead. And there was, well, let's just say that somebody had opened the doors. And when I went in, I saw something.
skeletons, zombies, vampires, ghosts. We need specifics.
It was, and this is hard to say, it was my father.
You
He's been dead 20 years.
Yeah. Okay.
was this his body walking around, or was this his spirit floating around?
I didn't get a good look,
All right.
but his casket wasn't disturbed.
And I'm assuming you want us to go there and quietly put him back to rest.
Yes.
I think we can do that. He kind of looks around and at the other two and goes, I'm guessing he was maybe a bit violent.
He just kind of winces when you say that.
Yeah, because otherwise you'd be like getting clerics, not I mean, no offense, guys, but a bunch of burly ass kickers like ourselves.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
I think that yeah. He was violent in life, and I'm assuming he will be in death.
Nigel kind of raises his eyebrows for a second, kind of leans over and goes, I mean, do you want me to specifically, like, kick the shit out of him?
I wouldn't be opposed to that. He was the of the mindset of just spare the switch, spoil the child. And yeah, just a glower on his face.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to enjoy this.
Okay.
Do you need anything to deal with this? Or are you fine?
Going to sound like a bit of a weird, bit of a reach, but you wouldn't happen to have any silver or magical weapons?
I can call a priest to temporarily consecrate a weapon.
That would be useful.
That would help.
He sends out his manservant.
Could you please bless this Null's gigantic power fist? Wonderful.
And they actually run off to let's see what priesthood is nearby, since this is in Trader's Way. Just down the road, down Trader's Way to the Spires of the Morning to get a priest of Lathander.
What is the Thunder's profile?
The best profile. He's the god of the morning sun. He's like the god of childbirth. He's pretty hilarious. One of my in my other game, one of my people is a cleric to Lathander.
Oh yeah. Rebirth. The picture on the wiki is of him holding a baby and inspecting it like it's some kind of artifact.
What is this? Where did it come from?
Fair enough.
But yeah, he will pay and consecrate your guys' weapons
Cool.
Nice.
until the next morning day sun.
Okay. Okay, let's go then.
Nice.
So let me just make a battle map, because I unfortunately did not have, let's see, create new page, one set up for this random encounter.
Just going to say ahead of time, the fact that I've got the AV recorder is going to make this especially sweet, because this guy's going to get a blow replay of us kicking his dad's ass.
He might be too terrified to actually look.
No. Oh, come on. It's hard to take for anything to be scary when it's having its shit kicked in.
That is true. And let's just move you guys over here while I do terrible paint. Wait. Oh, not far enough. Crap. Did not mean to put you there. There we go. Okay. And what? Oh. That could be problematic. Let's move that to... that layer. Okay. And grab my freehand out. Okay, so you guys find yourselves... Oh, why am I still on? There we go. Go ahead and put your tokens down. You find yourselves in front of a large... empty fields with trees.
Okay.
I don't mean this in the mean way, but it's like, wow, the budget got cut this episode.
It got super cut.
We realized we were an episode short, so we had to pack a filler one in there quickly.
It's the I could Google and grab myself a good map, or I could just be like, you know what? There you go. But yeah, you guys find yourselves. Let me go back to the background. Throw some. Why is my color different? That's why I can't have nice things, guys. Okay, there we go. We'll throw in a couple more there of different sarcophaguses. And yeah, no, doors open, mostly green. And as you guys walk into the actual thing, let me move to the objects layer. You're going to see the ground start to just have leaves blow back out of the tomb and away from you, as just some weird wind is emanating from this room.
No, I was going to take that opportunity just to turn on his headlamp and his recorder.
Now, you guys remember Leaf, right? Your friend?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Leaf. The ghost inside of your...
Yeah.
Yes,
I was
yes.
going to say, the elfin bartender.
Yeah.
Mhm. Kind of greenish glow, very similar to Leaf's violet, just starts emanating from the center of the room, and you see what looks like a skeleton that slowly becomes just a man as portions form around it. And yeah, just a man in outdated clothing, and he looks angry.
Cauldron Senior, I presume.
Yes!
Excellent. I've got a message from your son, and he's going to walk over and punch it in the face.
Roll initiative, I guess, first.
Yep, let's do initiative.
Not like Lol never waits for this kind of shit. It's just like, well,
Darn it.
I'm gonna
I
let
guess
you get
you-
that one
Oops.
hit in though first.
You might
Sorry,
be able to do that.
Make sure to click on your thing before you hit initiative. Luckily, you
oh
might
god,
have
the other one
knocked
was
him
better.
silly.
Wow, I'm.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
still doing better than the Spectre. So let's get that surprise attack in, and then I'll let you two decide which of you is going to go first.
Well, that was my nat 20 out of the way. So
I think we should let Noah go first because he's gonna do his banner speech and stuff. He needs to be able-
that was not a bad speech. That was just a prelude to I'm going to punch you in the face now. At best, it's like the first bar of XCOM, give it to you, then just wham. So I'm going to activate my power punch.
Nice.
Well, that's not bad.
That's a hit.
And then oof,
Dang.
spicy.
Wow.
Okay.
And that's a
done-
DC. And I was going to say, and that's a DC 8 plus efficiency. Wait a second, am I messing that right?
Well,
Yeah,
you
and
hit,
then
so he has to do a strength saving throw versus
Yeah,
12.
14 actually.
Oh, is it 14?
Proficiency plus intelligence plus 8. Oh, no, that is 12. God damn it, I'm a fucking idiot. I can math.
I'm just looking at what's popping up on the thing. Let's see. Oh, it's set to GM. I need to change that so you guys can see what I'm rolling for him. Never whisper rolls. Never. Okay, I'm going to re-roll that.
Oh.
Turns out, Spectre's got no body. You hit him, and he just flies back. How many feet was it? 15?
15 feet, yeah.
He also was not expecting to get hit. 5, 10, 15. So he's going to go flying back against the wall. And just screeches as, yeah, no.
Wasn't expecting that.
Very few people expect to be punched in the face until they're punched in the face.
You did what to me, mate?
right in the gabber. Swear on me, mum. Right. I guess that's Vaza. Marza. Sorry.
Yep. So, because this is a thing I can definitely kill with no legal repercussions, I'm going to take a bonus action to use my Hexblade's Curse on it.
Okay.
Then I'm going to move... Two, 4. Move up and take a big swing. And this is going to deal an extra 3 damage because of the curse. I just didn't want to put the same attack in twice.
Okay, that barely hits.
Okay. So 14 damage.
Okay. 14 damage, you said?
Yep.
How do you end this specter?
I imagine she just goes in and basically just decapitates the specter.
And that's it?
Yeah, he just kind of dissolves at that point because he never had a real body to begin with. But
So, are any of these casts disturbed then?
one of the back corner is slightly disturbed. It looks like there's not the dust on it like the others.
I guess go up and investigate. Check on it, basically.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're going to have to lift this heavy stone casket.
Would you like a
off.
hand at that?
Yes, please.
I'll give you advantage working together, so go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 10-4. Roll me a strength check with advantage because you have Gnarl helping you.
Would that be saving throw? Would I click on saving throw area or how?
Just a strength.
Just click the actual title of strength.
Oh, there
Because
it
it's
is.
a strength saving throw. Okay, you barely push it off.
I was just like, I put a lot into that swing. My arm's a bit limp now.
And yeah, there's the desiccated bones and a couple of possessions and a small bag.
Does that bag look like it's a lot newer than the rest of the stuff?
Yes it does. Seems to be made out of leather.
Are we saying leather, or are you putting air quotes around that leather?
I'm just saying there might be a tattoo in that leather.
There we go.
What check would it be to try and, investigate and see what kind of thing is it?
I'd imagine probably Arcana, considering it's
Yep.
probably slightly magical.
That is an Arcana check.
Oh, yeah, 10-4's got this shit.
That's funny. Untrained. I query my database of all sorts of magical items I've seen in the past.
And it's the one thing you've seen.
You remember long ago on a different world of just these horrific robed people who would summon the dead to fight.
Oh, good, it's necromancy.
Yeah, no, definitely necromancy. Not the type of necromancy you've ever seen, but something awakened and enraged this.
Okay, I pass the finance on, so saying I think we should need to get pass on to the authorities so they can deal with this, so they can purify and get rid of this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Definitely a
good
job for the magistrate,
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
because there's the watchful order of magistrates and protectors, and this is probably something for them.
yeah, at the very least, Nar will just kind of pluck the bag out and put it on top of like one of the lids. Just keep it away from the actual remains.
hmm
Okay.
Now, since you were doing an Arcana check, also that doesn't seem to be that magical anymore. It's spent whatever it was.
Oh, fair
Okay,
enough.
but the thing is, it's worrisome that is someone. Is this something that's triggered manually, or is it kind of a timer, or kind of?
You think it was kind of an object that was used, whatever was making it enchanted or magical has been used up on this body.
Okay, I tell everyone else what I found then.
hmm
So I guess we really need to get pass it on to the conservatory so they can get this checked out and see if this might be someone playing to target it, or is it more of a widespread thing that they need to look out for?
Well, Mars is there,
Hmm.
and Gnarl's there, if you're telling either of them. Also, the Edwin Holdred is there.
Okay, so I pass on the information about what we found and saying how what we found that probably got the ghost started in the first place.
So you're saying it's some magician wizard did this?
Someone left it on. It was enchanted to cast a spell, and someone else could have placed it. The magician did not need to come to the tomb directly. He could have just had one of underling use it, or someone use some kind of object, kind of thing.
Or it could have been a witch, or I have so many enemies. Thank you, all of you.
No, no, I was gonna just go. I also have something might just make you feel a little bit better personally.
Hmm.
Pops the glasses on him and then hits play. Probably without consideration of this man had never seen this technology before. Probably has a panic attack.
He does.
Okay, fair enough.
Pulls it off. He's like, so he's truly God. You know, I have a tree I have to go cut down.
You do that.
Right, payment. What would you
Just
say that dealing with that would be worth? I don't usually have to have ghosts or specters or
Hmm. So out of character, I don't actually know what something like this would be paid, but I feel like Marza might be, more in the know.
Yeah, she probably is.
I just realized there's no skill for economics or bartering.
It's technically appraisal, I guess. You can kind of appraise your. What do you think this? No.
That's objects and you know it, Richard.
I was gonna try and flavor as a saying it's ignoring price and services as well,
That's,
but I don't see that anymore either.
Mm. Let's see. I'm going to say that he's
Can I
going
roll
to.
insight to see what he would be willing to pay?
Yes. Well, I quickly pull up the DM guide. Okay. I'm going to go with what mine is rather than what that is, because mine is better. You know, basically from dealing with the Spectre, that if he had gotten any priest to take care of this group of priests, he could have probably had it done for like maybe 2 or 3 gold for a priest from one of the churches, one of the clerics. But he looks like he doesn't want anyone to know about this, and he didn't go to a specific like cleric, so you could probably wheedle him up to pay you guys probably 30 or so gold a piece, just to not talk about this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good to know.
You also are aware that most of your day has been spent dealing with this.
Yeah. I mean, so is that a persuasion check, or can I just say,
He's curious. You could probably talk him into it. It wouldn't be hard.
okay, because that is what I will do then.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think you got the best charisma out of all of us.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So sorry, you said how much gold each? Did you say 30?
Third, yes.
30. Okay.
Yep. So that's what I'll say.
Right. Easy enough to pay. You guys will avoid talking about this incident, though, right?
Of course.
Good,
Mhm.
good men. I don't usually carry gold on hand that much. I do have some platinum, and he'll pull out 3 platinum apiece for you guys,
Okay.
Oh, well,
which
yep,
is the
that
30
works.
gold.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes, I don't carry that much gold on me, but like we'll just go, oh, it's like, but I've got that in platinum.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
really
that'll do it.
I don't really like weighing myself down with coinage.
Can you break a platinum? Oh God.
Well, I mean forget the job board. We made some pretty good money today.
Yeah.
And just remember, uh, no one needs to know about this. I need to investigate. Can I have that? And he will grab the weird bag.
Uh,
Sure.
yeah.
And yeah, he'll just walk off to his carriage and drive away, leaving you guys in the city of the dead.
Fair enough. Right.
much more eventful than doing paperwork, unfortunately.
It's Waterdeep. These things happen.
Unfortunately, you probably will not be getting to the yawning portal.
No, we got distracted, but for a good enough reason.
Mhm. Okay. I'm going to assume you are heading back to your guys' place of residence.
Yeah, it's too late to
hmm
keep on going with that.
As you're walking, I imagine you will see a funeral procession coming down the high road with some priests towards the city of the dead from which you came.
I'd imagine there's probably a steady influx of it, but yeah.
hmm Just a large wagon with one of the clerics of what is his name, Kellamvor. Let me check my notes. Yeah, it's Kellamvor. There's a priest of Kellamvor and two acolytes that are just shuffling through the street, leading this procession of upset people. Uh, there's two small caskets on the wagon. And yeah, that's a thing.
Ugh.
And
That's a shame.
yeah, you eventually will get back to Troll Skull Manor. God damn you, random encounters! Why did you have to make me have the feels? Why a funeral procession and the random wanted criminal? Ugh.
Wow.
Anyway,
Well, that was fun.
you guys eventually all make it back to Troll Skull Manor. As I curse this random encounter table.
Honestly, it's good. It's good shit. No, don't.
Curse it for causing me the feels about. I just need you guys to go kill some gnolls, some kobolds.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, dude.
Yeah.
not gnolls, kobolds. Different.
I mean, we can kill some gnolls if you want. Like,
We could.
look at it this way. Maybe you'll be able to re-roll as an actual healer.
Terrible.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Tyler. You just go and fuck yourself for a while, and then we'll talk.
How long is a while?
Oh, for as long as it takes until he starts bleeding.
Ooh.
I will say, actual healer may have actually been a little bit strong for the joke because I do appreciate having you as our class healer. Anyways, party healer. Anyways,
Either way, you guys all eventually make it back to Troll Skull.
Well, we've had an adventurous day.
We had an interesting day. How was yours?
Sucks.
Here knocking at the door.
I
Just
probably
got
end up
here.
I probably end up grabbing one of 10-4's bottles and I'm just drinking from it. Anyways,
Rob
It
opened the damn
is
door.
not actually prepared.
or something that's prepared of his. Like
I have
either
something
way.
prepared. I have some. Let's say I have. At least have some prepared stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob will open the door. With her mind.
Ah, hello.
The door just opens with like no one there.
Hello?
Hi, come
We're
on.
inside.
Oh, okay. Name's George.
Hello, George.
Hello?
Anything in particular we can do for you?
It's what I'm here to do for you. Something about an estimate?
Oh, you're
yeah.
one of the guilds. Brought one of the guilds that we just signed up for the fellowship. So yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, sure.
carpenters, roofers, and plasticiers.
Sure. Then have a look around.
Sure. Let me show you around. Anything you need to see in particular that I can direct you to, or
I mean, he quickly gets to working, looking at things, poking at rotten support columns. Eventually, a couple other guys, one Walter and one Emerson, show up, and they say they're
George
from.
Walter Emerson would be a great series of names, by the way.
It would be a great series of names.
that's my next Call of Cthulhu character.
Walter Mills, Emerson Fowler, and George Person. These three gentlemen make up the bulk of people inspecting your property. One's from the Sellers Guild, the other one from the Roofers, and one of them is just from the glassblowers, looking and making just measurements at your boarded up windows.
All right. I guess we leave them be.
Mhm.
Maybe get them some drinks if they want some.
They do not.
Preferably after they finish their estimate, just like, hey, here, you're working hard. It's all in the house.
But yeah, various other people that you barely get the names of also show up, and by the end of the day, Broxley has shown up as well. And he's just looking at the various quotes that they've been giving you guys with a pained expression in his face.
Give us the news, Doc.
Oh, let me add this up. You don't have just 1,000 dragons laying on hand, do you?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, right now.
Unfortunately, no.
I mean, there are some ways you could cut costs, but you'd piss off a lot of the other guilds. I wouldn't recommend it.
At the rate we're going, we have made no friends. So,
Yeah.
what would it matter?
It matters that you haven't made enemies.
Yeah. I'm kind of speechless. This is a lot of money. Okay.
Does what do you have down payments or probably not?
I don't. The guild can't give you a down payment on remodeling. You could go see a moneylender. One of the noble houses probably could lend you the money. I'm sure there's people you know who could help you out.
Yeah, probably.
Probably, guys. It was hard enough getting just like the 250.
Yeah. Okay.
May I point out we just made 90 out of 1,000. That's almost a tenth of the way. Assuming you guys want to share, but
Yeah.
Can we do the renovation in parts and do one part at a time so we can split the payment into smaller pieces and do one small part at a time?
Well, that's not a bad idea.
If we
Does
had
it
it done,
matter
It will take time for them to do the construction. Probably.
well, I know I've got some people I can talk to get a little extra business going.
All right. So what's the most necessary thing?
Well, you're going to need to get your supports set up properly.
And how much is that going to be?
Says here on the estimate, 250 for the carpenters to completely go through here.
All right. Well, that should take priority then.
Then again, my old pa said that you should always start in the foundations, which would be the Sellers Guild.
All right. And how much is the estimate on that?
That one is only 150. It looks like there's some loose earth down there that should really, really be cobbled over. And what's dry rot? I don't think stone can rot.
That's concerning on a whole new level.
It is. It is. Hi.
That's like genuinely concerning. Yes.
Yeah. So you've never seen something like that before?
I'm just reading this. I didn't go down and look.
We'll have to talk to the Sellers Guild. Yeah, maybe peek ourselves.
So would the Sellers Guild say how they were able to fix this stone rot issue?
It's doesn't say on the estimate, but to remove it, it says it's going to cost this. There's also an extra fee of another 50 gold for something called plumbing.
Okay, yeah, we're not cutting that. Okay.
No,
Okay,
we're not.
well, how about what will it take to get just the bar, the first floor, done up so we can start business?
Oh, and leave the upper floors?
For the time being.
Let's see here. Other than the woodwork and that, there's miscellaneous fees. It's gonna be a good 100 dragons to get all the food and drink and various supplies.
Would that include getting the tables and chairs and everything to fit?
And the furniture. And the linens.
Mm.
And
So,
the cutlery.
let's say 150 for the. Hold on, let me just actually get up a notepad thing to price this out.
Mhm. I'm just divvying out the 1,000 into the various different things.
Okay.
Because it's pretty, in the actual thing, it's 1,000 to renovate.
Yeah, but a smart person doesn't renovate everything in one go.
It's true. You're not wrong.
Okay,
It's better
so
to do the part that's making more money to help pay for the rest.
okay, so you said the cellar was
150 plus 50 for plumbing. They're
150.
gonna hook a line to the actual sewers.
Plumbing is 50. And do we need plumbing to get the kitchen working?
No. You
Okay.
can go out to the public well and get well water
Okay,
and just bring it in to use to cook,
but it's
like
better
most
if we
people do.
So, but it's
So-
better if we put the cellar. If we're doing the cellar anyway, we should put the plumbing in. Is that about right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So cellar plumbing. And then you said the supports, the stuff that keeps the house up,
hmm
was 250.
Yeah. And that was just like fixing walls and the roof as well.
Okay. So, and then to get the first floor alone done, you said was How much again?
If I remember right, I said it was around 100. So that puts us at what was that? 550.
Okay, so about half to make sure the place doesn't collapse, make sure the cellar isn't, in terrible shape, and get the first floor working.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And we'll say that it's another 200 per floor, and then the garrets is another 50. The attic,
Okay.
getting them up and operational.
Okay.
The various work done.
So second floor. Floor is 200. You said.
Yeah. And that's various windows, getting furniture for the various things, getting everything set up.
Mm-hmm. Do we have to buy furniture through the guild?
No, you don't. You can go to any carpenter and get any type of furniture you want. We're just willing to furnish it.
Right. Okay. Okay. We'll break down the second and third floors later because that's not really super important. So, question: if we can find our own furniture for the first floor, will that reduce the price?
It might.
Okay. Okay, so this is a setting question, Ed.
Hmm.
Has Ye Olde Thrift Shop been opened yet?
You have heard that there is a carpenter who lives nearby. Let's see. And you haven't searched very well in the alley yet, but yeah, you've heard of a shop called the Bent Nail.
Okay.
That's a carpenter shop nearby.
All right. So I say the supports and the cellar are kind of a must do because we don't want the house falling down.
Yeah,
Um,
agreed.
and then
Emerson did say that you really wanted to get rid of that stone rot.
yeah. And then the first floor, and we might as well throw plumbing in there because. All right. So the next question: how much money is everyone willing to put in right now to get some of these services started?
I am literally broke, so
I can put in the.
You should all mostly be broke, unfortunately.
I still have like about 74 right now, so I can put in most of that.
Yeah, I'm actually.
I can put in like 60 of that.
Yeah, I was
I've got about 44, so.
I'll put 60 of mine in then.
Yeah,
60.
Now I'll just toss the 3 platinum he just got.
Okay. So we are at 134 currently.
Rav searches through her bag and pulls out about 17 silver.
Shit, Dad thought he was being nice, but he barely gave me anything.
17 silver and an electrum.
Okay. All right. All right. So
That's
we
what
are.
she's got.
so that's 2 gold pieces. All right.
All right. So we are short to do anything currently.
Unfortunately.
All right. Well. Let's see if we can't offset our furniture costs by making some sort of deal with a local carpenter. We might have to take out a small loan to just get the supports in the cellar to I mean, it's not as bad as being out a whole 1,000, but
To start, at least.
yeah, 450 is still pretty bad. All right.
And if you don't mind me wandering off, I think I know some people who might be able to give us at least some work, if not some money. I'll go talk to them, see what I can do.
And I'll admit, I'm at a complete loss here. I don't know what. I mean, I suppose I could try to drudge up some work for us. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm gonna hit up the market.
I'm so happy you didn't say you were going to go ask your Zentarum friend.
If I remember right, Rev is
Just wait
not
and
willing to
try
take
and-
that much debt.
Yeah.
This is something I probably wouldn't say openly in front of this guy if they're still there, but just out of character, is talking to Rene about the embezzled money worth going for, or
It couldn't hurt.
Hmm.
He's wealthy. He probably knows ways for you guys to make money, if nothing else.
Hmm.
Or knows people who can make you money.
Yeah, yeah.
I do have this PDF I would like to mess with. Just saying.
Yeah, no, yeah. Nolan Gutch has read his voice and go, I mean, we kind of have an in with that Renier guy, right? And he's connected. Like, why chip around with small jobs if we can go to the people who can pay the better money?
Sure.
Renier did pay for the transfer of ownership fees to you guys for this property. The 50 gold to transfer from Volo to you.
Yeah, I was just like, sure.
Yeah, I don't see the issue.
I have no problems with that.
I'll still probably go talk to my people just because they're people I can trust. But beyond that, I don't have any problem with Renee. So, and if I may ask an out of character question, when you say a PDF that you're interested in, are we talking Tales from the Yawning Portal?
No.
Okay.
I think he's talking about like the actual adventure.
Oh.
No.
Like, oh.
I'm talking about an alley.
Yeah, I'm looking at these two little icons you just started moving.
A blue alley.
I'm just saying, I know that the Tomb of Horrors is in Tales of the Yawning Portal, so I'm terrified.
No, I would never force that on you.
Which are you talking about?
Thank you.
He's talking about the Tomb of Horrors, notoriously famous game module by Gary Gygax.
He made it to kill players.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
As a
Sole
joke,
purpose.
but he made it to kill players.
I mean, that was really a Gygaxian thing to do, though.
Yeah.
Point
But
that
like
Gygaxian is a term.
Yeah. But Tomb of Horrors is abjectly the
Tomb of
most
Horrors,
BS. Yeah. And in Tales from the Yawning Portal, they have the 5th edition version of it.
Because you always got to make a new version of it for every new edition.
They even had it in 4th edition as a full campaign.
Either way,
God, why?
because people need to suffer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In that case, I'm ready to just team break and go maybe follow up on certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I think it's late, so everybody else is going to sleep while I'm the one going talking to criminal contacts. But
You do see that the glows are up and there are some people milling about. Not really that long. I mean, it's warmed up a little, but it's still winter. But you can see some light coming from down the street. And there's this big, burly, red-skinned man in a blacksmith apron talking to a half-elf? And there's just warmth emanating from him if you were coming towards the southern part. Because you guys have been taking the south entrance to get to the main road, if I remember right.
I believe so, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We did take the north entrance a few times, but
Also, it sounds like Luke is getting sleepy.
He is getting sleepy. What time is
So
it?
we probably should.
Oh,
It's
crap. It's
Yeah,
about
5 a.m. for me.
Yeah, it's
5
about
a.m.
time.
his time. You know what? Let's call it here, and we'll have plans for next time.
Sounds
Woo!
good.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna drop the recording so I can also go to sleep myself.
Oh, yeah.
sounds good.
I would do that if I were
All
you.
right.
That bomb ass sleep.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Night,
night.
night.
Right.